The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Wilson to throw. Out right, he's got Ruckert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Jets at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 36, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
One more time with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be... Coaches are saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Throwing to start the drive. Ferguson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw. Ferguson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Ferguson. pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This from 36 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 31, Wilson. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On first down, Ferguson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams there to bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Open net is Waddle complete. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ferguson. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll run right here with Swift. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Ferguson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Over the middle, incomplete to Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Ferguson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. A final shot before break. Ferguson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on 1st down. Ferguson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ferguson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us and praise a defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this
and intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
To throw on second down, Ferguson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's
18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. Now Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go play action with Wilson. This is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Wilson on the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point and leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Back to throw again. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Jalen Phillips racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Open man is Uzomah. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, and they go with Swift again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once again, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.